fundamentals and mindset with Brad. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between? Good morning, great morning, and good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this, wherever you're at, the beautiful world, welcome and hello. This is a 60-minute hike, 1 hour, start to finish. We're going to start with ourselves a 5-minute warm-up, and then we will progress over time with our incline and some of our speeds will vary throughout this 60 minutes. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful start to their day, or start to their afternoon, or maybe even start to your evening. Whenever you're watching this, I just hope you come in this workout with an open mind. You know, far too often we go into things with a fixed mindset, and I'm not going to learn. I'm not going to have this opportunity. I'm not going to, no. If you want to be blessed, if you want to live a prosperous life, a fulfilling life, you have to go into these things with a powerful, open mind, looking to learn, looking to evolve, looking to adapt. And that's the power of positive thinking. I think there's a song out there, the power of positive thinking, something like that. I don't know, maybe I made that up. But folks, let's get after it. Let's start dialing in our mindset. Let's start dialing in that mental toughness, because regardless of the speed, 60 minutes is 60 minutes. And it's not going to be easy. I'm going to test your mental capabilities and your mental capacity today. I'm going to test your physical abilities and your physical capacity today, but a lot of it starts with that 6 inches in between your two ears. Now, we all have that internal voice, right? We all have that voice inside of our heads. And if you are the type of person that's literally saying right now to yourself, I don't have that voice, I don't hear that voice, I can tune that voice out, that's the voice that I'm speaking of. That's the voice that I'm literally talking about. I don't have the voice. There it is. Bing, bing, bing. That's the voice. That's the voice that I speak of today. And that's the voice that we need to do a really nice job of controlling. Or maybe not controlling, but at least directing in the right avenues. That's the power of positive thinking. When we can start to direct that voice and direct and control that dialogue, that's the power of a positive mindset, a powerful mindset. All right, and I want you to ask yourself, before we even get into this workout, maybe when you woke up this morning, or maybe when you went to bed last night, or maybe while you were at work, does your voice believe in you? When you have that internal conversation, is that internal conversation positive? Does it affirm you? And if it doesn't, how can you flip that token, or how can you flip that script and start to affirm you? Well, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to think about one thing that may be an area that you're lacking, or one area that you're not great at. And I want you to start to affirm yourself in that area. Maybe you're not strong with physical strength, but you're stronger than everybody on a couch. You're stronger than anybody that's not trying. And I want you to flip the idea of I'm not strong because you're comparing to somebody in front of you, but you are strong because you're literally stronger than probably 80% of the world just by showing up. That's like you're ahead of 90% of the entire world. Like 90% of the world chose not to do this. Chose not to move their bodies, chose anything but self-development and growth. You chose you. So stop comparing yourself to somebody else and start comparing yourself just to who you were yesterday. Like, are you still trying today? Boom, that's all we need. The power of one. The power of one more day, the power of one more set, the power of one more rep. Now, folks, we are at 4 minutes right now, and in 1 minute, we're going to embark on a journey through a hike, a journey through mental toughness, physical toughness, perseverance, resilience, and fortitude. I want you to find some tenacity deep within you. I know everybody has it. Some of us is just a little bit more dormant than others, but it's in you. I need you to find it. I need you to dig. And if you need to dig a little further, I need you to dig a little further. And if you need to dig further than that, I need you to do just that. I need you to find something deep within you today that's going to pull something great out of you. That's your dormant greatness. It's down there. It's deep within your bones. At this point, I want you to get your incline up to 2%. We're gonna hold this 2% for 5 minutes. This workout is gonna challenge us. All right, this workout is gonna challenge us, and a couple of things that I want you to keep in mind. All right, right now, here we go. 5 minutes, click it, start it, go. Here's what I want you to keep in mind. In this 5 minutes, you are at a steady state, right? Is this gonna break the bank? Probably not. But this is oftentimes where a lot of people get mixed up or go wrong. They set themselves up for failure. When you start something, you can't come out at a rapid pace. Urgency, sure, but patiently urgent at the same time. I'm gonna take you back to 2019. 2018. It's 2018. My wife and I went to this beautiful place called Indonesia. And in Indonesia, there's a wonderful destination called Bali, and we did go to Bali. It's a place that a lot of people with money go. We did not have money. We certainly still don't have a lot of money to go to Bali whenever we want. But we actually took a backdoor entrance to the island of Indonesia, and we went to a place called Jakarta. And while we were in Indonesia, we did some serious hiking. One of the most remarkable hikes that we did while we were in Indonesia was the Asian crater. All right, so what the Asian crater is this massive mountain, this massive trail that cuts through the forest and all the way up into the mouth of a volcano. And this is what this hike reminds me of. A lot of folks don't make it to the final destination. They don't see the true beauty of the Asian crater. Why? Because they start off too fast, they tucker out about halfway or 3/4 up, and they just can't continue on with the journey. My. Sounds familiar. Doesn't it sound familiar? That's a lot of our fitness journeys. That's this journey through fitness and physical activity. We get so excited when we start a new journey that we come out of the chutes as fast as we possibly can, and we tucker out 60, 70, 80% of the way. And we never see what's up into the mouth of the volcano. We never see what could be. Why? Because we come out too fast and we're not prepared to reach the top. We don't have the stamina or the endurance built to get into the mouth of the volcano, to see the true beauty. So this is why I want to start slow. Right now, we're not testing the limits, right? We are continuing our warm-up a little bit almost. We got 2 minutes left at this pace, but this is how you establish a true foundation. You don't establish a positive mindset or a real tough mental toughness or a real established mental toughness by shooting out of the gates. You may feel great about yourself temporarily, but it's the one that stays in the game for the long run that's going to win. It's the one that starts slow, stays steady, stays consistent over time, that reaches the top. Now this hike that we embarked on in Indonesia was an amazing one, and I'll never forget it, because at that point in my life I was pretty closed-minded. I was fixed on what I thought and what I believed and the philosophies that I had in my mind. I was convinced that was it for me. I'm going to be a teacher for the rest of my life. I know exactly how much money I'm going to make for the rest of my life. I'm married, don't have any kids, I have a steady job. I know exactly when my vacations are going to be. Like that, I was fixed. I was good. And that's when a lot of us go wrong. That's when a lot of us stop living, is when we think we have everything figured out and we're done growing. There is not a day in my life where I'm not either reading or listening to podcasts or having conversation with people that are on the next level, or watching documentaries of how businessmen or businesswomen built their greatness, built their empire. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not doing one of those things to pour into my own self-development and my own growth. That's where I was in 2018. I thought I was fixed up, but now I'm somebody that believes I'll never have it figured out, and that's all right. It's It's exactly how I want it to be, because there's always avenues and always opportunities to grow and gain smarts or education or knowledge is the word I was actually looking for. Hey folks, here we go. We're gonna go up to 3% on the incline. And what I want you to do is I want you to reorder the speed, and I want you to increase at least by 1%. We're going to start getting a little faster here, okay? We're not trying to break any land speed records, but we are going to try to go a little faster here. And we're gonna hold this pace for 7 minutes. Again, you may not be testing your physical or mental limits right now, and that's all right. Again, we're still pouring that foundation. We're still spreading out our roots, getting our feet on the ground, and right now is where a lot of folks, set up that base or don't, and either thrive or die out. And you and I are gonna thrive today on this gorgeous day. But as we embarked on this journey, we passed a lot of folks, and we kept going and we kept going and we kept going. And there was like a pivotal moment that my wife and I saw several people turn around. It's a high incline, it flattens out. It's a high incline, it flattens out. It's a high incline, it flattens out. And what had happened is about 75% of the way, there's this flat area. It's about 200 yards long, and it kind of wraps around the volcano. It wraps around. And that's where everybody seemed to be turning back. Why? Because when you're flat like that, when you've worked so hard and you've hit a plateau, you go on autopilot. A lot of us do. That's normal, right? We get very complacent. We get very comfortable. We take the foot off the gas, right? There's places to sit down 75% of the way up the mountain, up the volcano. And that's where a lot of people sat down. So, hey, I'm good here. And we accept that. We don't take ownership to go that next level. We don't take ownership in going that next step. This is life in a nutshell, right? When you reach a goal or when you reach a certain level, which we were 75% of the way up, all we had is that little 25% left in the journey. That's where the true beauty was. That's where we got to go down into the sulfur mines, see the acidic blue water, get blown out by the sulfur smoke. It was a mind-blowing experience that we never would have seen, we never would have experienced, but we did because we went that extra 25%. We got to the 75% mark, and we said, you know what? This ain't enough. I believe in me. Do you believe in you? Yeah, she did, my wife did. So we went the extra 25%. We believed we could go the extra mile. I don't think it was an actual mile. I'm kind of intrigued now. I'm interested in finding out how long that hike was. I'm interested. I'll have to go back in my research and look at how high that volcano was and how long we actually hiked that day. But the reason that I bring that up is because that single hike reminds me of fitness. It reminds me of life. Like, so many people get so close to their goal weight, so close to a milestone, so close to a finish line, and instead of getting through the finish line or getting through that goal or getting through that milestone, they actually regress. Why? Because when we see what we want to accomplish, we grow a little too excited. We celebrate just a touch too much. And we start to retract, we start to regress, we start to go backwards. We lose momentum, we become frustrated, we get discouraged, and all of a sudden, we're back at square one. You've seen it happen firsthand. I've seen it happen firsthand more times than you can count on two hands. And it's a frustrating thing for me to see, because I know what it takes and you know what it takes, but it starts right here. I know it's hard to regress and restart and get back to where you were. I get that. I've been there, I've done it. I've been there, I've seen it. It happens every day. Every single day. But do you have the mental toughness to say, you know what? I have regressed. That's a part of life. I accept that. I'll take one more step. Your self-belief, your mental toughness is literally the foundation of any success you want in your life. You will never be successful unless you believe you can take one more step. Unless you believe you can get up one more time. Life is gonna do its absolute best to knock you down. Are you going to overwhelm yourself? Or are you gonna say, you know what? 10 days ago, I was pretty satisfied, but I've regressed every single day for 10 days. Are you gonna let that overwhelm you? Or are you gonna stop worrying? Get up, do the basics, start to lay down the roots again, and say, I'm coming. I'm coming. Period. Like that's it. And once you can develop that positive mental attitude, you can start to come back one more time again. And then again, and then again. And then it's your identity. Like it becomes a part of you. When people think of this guy, when people think of me, that guy's a runner, that guy's a published author, that guy's an extremist, he's an adventure enthusiast, he's a thrill seeker. He rides his bike long distances, he motivates and empowers people. Like, what do you want your identity to say about you? It starts right here. It starts in your mind. It starts with your mental toughness. Ain't nobody else gonna make you mentally tough. I read a lot of books and I listen to a lot of podcasts. I am very reliant on hearing other people's powerful messages, but at the same time, they can't lift me out of a rut. I can read all the all the messages out of a fortune cookie all I want. But without me taking some initiative, without me taking some ownership, and without me taking some action, I'm not going anywhere. So take some ownership. That's what you're doing right now, and that's what I love to see. I was put on this planet to do one thing, and that was to empower, encourage, motivate, inspire one person a day. Just one a day. And if I can get that done, if I can accomplish that, I can put my head on the pillow tonight and I go to bed. I signed the contract. Hypothetically, I signed the contract to do that every day. Hey, hold that thought, folks. In 10 seconds, we're gonna go up to 4% on the incline. 4% on the incline. We're actually gonna hold that for 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Now I want you to increase that speed. 3, 2, and 1. 4%. Let's increase that speed just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now you're starting to work up a sweat. You're starting to have a tough time keeping your breath. I am, at least. When my mouth is running a mile a minute faster than you and I are moving on the tready boy, you know it's hard to catch your breath. But again, I attempt to empower with my words. I attempt to power with this thing right here, through action, of course, but my words are powerful in the sense they matter to me. Like, my words coming out of my mouth are very personal to me. And if I can make that personal, I think 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of you can relate to that. And that's all I'm here for. Like, that's all I'm here for. So the next time that you find yourself in the crossroads of setback or adversity or obstacle, I want you to replace just one negative thought with something that's constructive. Like, that's something that you can take and extract from this workout. Just replace one negative thought. And it's gonna happen today. Like, I don't care if you're on the top or the bottom of the bottom. If you're in the bottom of the barrel, right? If you've hit rock bottom, or if you're up in the clouds, you're gonna have a negative thought today. Oh man, this traffic. Well, here's the thing. Here's some constructive feedback that I can give you that can reverse that mindset. Maybe there was something up the way that was gonna take you or derail you from the road, literally or figuratively. Everything happens for a reason. There are some things that you can control. There are some things that you can absolutely not control. Control what you can control. Ask yourself, is that controllable thing important to you? Yes? Okay, take action towards it. No, it's not important to me. Okay, boom, to the side. I can control it, but I don't need it. So you gotta ask yourself, how can you replace one negative thought with a positive one, or one negative thought with a constructive one? How can I take a negative circumstance or a negative situation or a negative period or time in my life and say, you know what? There's a reason that I got knocked down. I got knocked down because X, Y, and Z. But how can I take X, Y, and Z and extract something powerful in that thing, apply it to the rest of my life, and let it become a component of the product, a part of the equation. You see, a lot of us, we look at negative situations and circumstances, and we don't extract something from that thing. We just say, I don't want that, I cut it out. No, take the negative thought and turn it into a constructive one. Here's a prime example, right? So a handful of years ago, I was training for an Ironman, and there was a day where I had to go out for a long bike ride. It was like a 4-hour bike ride, 5-hour bike ride. I don't remember exactly. But I got off the bike and I had to go for like a 20-mile run, right? And I got to like mile 12. I thought I was done for. Like I thought I was, boom, just done, right? And it was extremely frustrating. It was a negative experience for me. But instead of just burying that negative experience, I did finish the 20-miler, or whatever the destination was that day, or whatever the mileage was in my training that day. I did finish it, and I was in agony almost the entire second half of that effort. And the reason that I bring that up is because most people would just bury that experience. I don't want to think about it. It's in the past. Let's just leave it there. That's what people do when they're not successful or not winners. Winners take that bad experience. They take that negative experience, and here's what they do with it. Why? Why at 12 miles did I tuck her out? Why at 12 miles did I feel like I was gonna, boom, cut it clean? Oh, wasn't properly hydrated. What did I do last night? Oh, I had those 2 beers. Okay. What did I do last night? Oh, I didn't properly prepare my meal. I didn't bring any fuel on the road. You see, you extract things from those negative experiences, that's how you win the next time. So the next time I went out, I had a 22-mile run, and I actually cut my pace like 10 or 15 seconds or something wild like that for 2 extra miles. Like I was that much faster. Why? I was intentional the night before. I watched what I ate, I watched what I drank, I hydrated in the morning, not just with water, but with some electrolytes. I brought fuel on the road. Boom, there it is. Take the negative experience, take the negative thought, extract something from it, turn it constructive. That's how you're gonna win. That's how you're gonna overcome the challenges that are right in front of you, that lie right in the road. And a lot of us, we look at these things, okay, oh man, and we're pessimistic about it. I don't know how I can overcome this thing. I look at this obstacle, that's gotta be impossible. Listen, replace impossible with improbable. Start being an optimistic individual. When somebody looks at you, what do they think? Are you a pessimist or are you an optimist? Is there a way to persevere? Is there a way to push through? Is there a way to overcome? In most things in life, the answer is yes, but it's your mindset. It's your positive or negative thinking that's gonna produce one way or another, one direction or the other. What do you want it to be? And that right there, my friends, is the most frustrating thing, because a lot of us, we just don't have faith, we don't have belief, we don't have trust that we can do those things. And it all starts right here. And here's a deeper level. Here's a deeper layer to this. You know, I say it starts right here, but it actually starts even further, deeper in. You know, when you were in 2nd grade, or when you were in 3rd grade, 5th grade, 8th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, college, somebody instilled that disbelief in you. Somebody instilled that doubt inside of you. I'll take you back to when I was a junior in high school, 2004, dating myself a touch. 2004, my friends, I went to my English teacher and I said to her, I want to be a published author. I had the concept of my book, I had it laid out. All right, the book was about making friends, how to make friends. I was a pretty popular guy. I can make friends with the most popular woman or the most popular kid, grades above, grades below. I was making friends with teachers half the time. So I had this great concept of writing a book. Hey folks, we got 90 seconds left before we switch it up and go to the next phase, and I'll talk about that here briefly. But I had this great concept, and I went to her, I said, I want to publish a book. And she kind of gave me a smirk, laughed a little bit, and essentially said, to publish a book, you got to be cream of the crop. She was telling me I wasn't cream of the crop. She didn't understand her responsibility. Furthermore, I didn't understand my responsibility. I didn't take ownership in anything. I kind of let her put doubt into me. She infused me with disbelief. So it was almost 20 years before I did, in fact, write my own book. It was not about making friends. It was about taking an average life and turning it into an iron life. Right? If you don't have that book, go on Amazon or my website, bradinspires.com. Come on now. You already know this. But the reason that I bring that up is because somebody along the journey of your life instilled disbelief. They instilled doubt inside of you. Now I want you to take that experience. Why did that individual put doubt or disbelief in you? I'm going to tell you here in a few seconds. Folks, we have 20 seconds left at this incline. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take the incline up to the 5% level, and we're going to regress in our time per phase, and we're going to go to 7 minutes to hold this 5% on the incline. Boy, you guys are doing a fantastic job. Don't forget to get those arms involved. You ready? 3, 2, and 1. 5% incline. If you can increase the speed, I encourage you to do so, but if not, that's all right. Right now, I want you to really focus on getting those arms involved. A lot of times, we'll just kind of have our arms down here, and I've been doing that, right? That's lacking intent. That's lacking purpose, right? We can show up and just be there, or we can show up with purpose and intent. Are you being deliberate? Like, there's a reason we are here. Do you want maximal benefit, or you just want to kind of sort of want that benefit? I want maximum benefit. Okay, get the arms involved. Boom, done. So the reason that I bring that up is because you need to go back to that experience. That second grade teacher that said you'll never be an astronaut. That coach that told you you'd never make it. Now, you're probably not going to go back into that 18-year-old version of you and say, well, I wanted to be in the Olympics for gymnastics. If you're 45, 50 years old, that's probably out of the cards for you. But deep down, buried somewhere in you, you have those little nuggets or little pockets, little bubbles of disbelief. Anytime somebody doubted you, you held on to it and you buried it somewhere. Anytime somebody didn't have belief in you, you held on to it, you buried it somewhere. And you're carrying around all this doubt and disbelief. So you need to go back to those experiences of any time somebody said that you weren't worth it, you weren't capable. Here's half the reason. Here's probably 75% of the reason. Their mind wasn't as big as yours at the time. They couldn't dream like you dreamt. They couldn't see what you saw, but they don't have to see what you see. They don't have to believe what you believe because it's not their goal. It's not their dream. It's not their destination. It's not their finish line. When you tell somebody that you're going to do something and they try to cut you down, they try to hold you back, it's not that they don't believe in you. They just don't believe in themselves. And they don't want to be left behind in the dust. They don't want you to level up without them. And it's a teacher thing. It's a coach thing, it's a friend thing, it's a parent thing, it's a sibling thing, it's a spouse thing. So you need to look at the people that you rock with. You need to look at the people that you're looking at affirmation from. Like, I wanted to be affirmed by my English teacher. Why? Because she was a professional in that field. Like, she's somebody that I valued. Somebody that should have known her massive responsibility in the words that were about to come out of her mouth. She didn't understand it. She didn't need to understand it. It wasn't her dream. It was mine. So 19 years later, I finally wrote my book, published my book. I'm a published author today. Why? Because I understood my responsibility. Now, since then, I've had a handful of you. Some of you have written your books and or published your books. And that's the neat thing here. You never know the power or the impact that you're going to make by following through with your dream. You never know the influence you're going to have on somebody. You don't think anybody's watching, somebody's watching. Somebody's following in your footsteps. They may be quietly, in silence, following you, but there are several people that were always eyes on you. All eyes on you. Why? Because when you're doing something hard, it may be intimidating for an outsider to watch because they're afraid that they can't do it and they won't do it. But when you continue to come back and follow through, when you continue to show up for yourselves, for the greater goal, for that end goal, that long game, people start to follow suit. Man, she's still showing up? Yeah. Bradley, still showing up? Yeah. Man, I wish I could be that. You can. You absolutely can. Just don't quit. Just don't quit. All right? And here's a nugget that I want you to run with today. Have an expectation that you're going to win. Expect success. You know, when you have that optimism inside of you, it drives persistence, it drives results. If I think I can, I probably will. And on the flip side of that, if I think I can't, if I'm a pessimist, I'm probably going to find myself falling, regressing, spiraling out of control. Why? Because it's all mindset. It's all that mental positive or negative thinking. It's the dialogue. If you think you can't, you probably won't. If you think you can, you might. And that might is just enough to hold on to for me. And I hope it is for you. Folks, we have 80 seconds left at this incline. We are going to increase it all the way up to 6% next. Again, I want you to get those arms involved. Right now is a good time. Get those arms involved. For me, a lot of times when I'm hiking, I will start to experience a little numbness. I want you to get those hands up. Shake them out. Right here, shake them out. Right here, shake them out. Boom, shake them out. Up here, shake them out. Down here, shake them out. Let's move. Come on, get those arms involved. We got 1 minute left. 1 minute. If you're not sweating by now, by golly, goodness gracious, you're doing something wrong, my friend. You're doing something wrong, my friend. Come on, focus on constructiveness. Focus on solutions. Focus on solutions. How many of us, we have our focus on all the bad things, and instead of focusing on solutions, we dwell on the problem. I'm not talking fitness. I'm talking life. We dwell on the problem. Well, you know, I can't get my run in. I can't get my walk in because it's raining out. That's a problem. That's also an uncontrollable variable. I can't control if the sun comes out or if the raindrops are falling, but I can control what I do indoors. Or I can face the elements and I can get outdoors. 3, 2, and 1. Take it up to 6%. I'm going to keep my speed right here. If you have it in you, I want to see you increase that speed. Again, this is about a test. Every time we get on this treadmill or anytime you have the opportunity to work out or lift weights, read a book, it's a test. It's a test of your uncommon will. And I call it uncommon will because if you're watching this, number one, you're uncommon. And you had the willpower to show up again. I call it the uncommon will. People that don't watch this, some of them might have the uncommon will, but the masses that don't watch this don't have any willpower, and they're not uncommon. I don't want to be the common man anymore. I don't want to be Mr. Ordinary. I want to be extraordinary. I want to be uncommon. I want to be the outlier. I want to be a little different. I want to be a misfit. I want to be different. I don't want to fall in the statistic of doing the same thing, same old song and dance for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, looking back upon my life saying, man, why didn't I go for the dream? Why didn't I give it a shot? Why didn't I give myself a chance? Somebody told me I wasn't worth it. Somebody told me I wasn't capable. Somebody told me I wasn't cream of the crop. No more. I don't live on somebody else's coattails and belief. I live on my own. Stay dialed on what you want. Stay focused on where you want to go. Stay locked in on who you want to be. That's it. And you're going to take those pillars and those standards that are going to take you there. It ain't easy to get up at 3:37 in the morning. It ain't easy to get up and ride long distances or run long distances or lift heavy weights. It's not easy to get into a cold plunge at 7:30 at night. It's not easy to hit the sauna boy at 6:30 in the morning. Why do we do those things? Because they align with where I want to go. They align with the values. Are your decisions, behaviors, routines, habits, actions, are they aligned? Are there some congruency with who you want to be? Long game? Yes, keep doing them. No, change it up. It's that simple. It's that simple. And then with all this thought, right, a lot of words being thrown around today, there's nothing without action. Brad, you said some really cool things, and you know, I'm taking some mental notes here, and I'm taking some physical notes here. All this power that you delivered up to this point is nothing without action. It's just poof. Just wind in the air. So what are you gonna do to take action? Are you gonna go for it today? Are you gonna go for that dream job? Are you gonna go for that promotion? Are you gonna go for that long distance? Click it. Find the dream job. Put your resume in. Click it. Register. Submit. Whatever it is. If that's on you, you gotta take some ownership in that. You gotta take action. That's the only thing that's gonna move yourself towards your goal. Move yourself towards that milestone. Positive thinking is massive. Very important. It's not enough. It's nothing without action. Folks, we have 90 seconds left right here. We're gonna take it up to 7% next. You start to feel that heart rate elevating. Long game. Long game. For those folks that started off a little too fast, a little too soon, welcome to the party. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Come on now. Been there, done that. Let's go. Come on. Whew. We're 37 minutes in. We only got 23 minutes left. But, you know, when we speak of the Asian crater, and we think of these mountains that often we climb, hypothetically, it's about now. It's about now where we do the salute and say farewell. I'm out of here. Where you sign the contract when you open this video. You sign the contract when you hit that play button. You sign the contract when you turn the Treddy Boy on. You gotta stop signing contracts that you're not going to fulfill. If you say you're gonna do a 4-week program, that's the signature. That's the documentation that you need. And now it's time to take action and leave evidence that you are going to follow through with what you said you were going to do. When you turn something on, or when you say you're gonna go 6-week program, 7-week program, 8-week program, life program, here we go guys, 7% on that incline. Don't let your words outrun your actions. Put your feet out front of your mouth. If you say you're gonna do something, that's your declaration. Like that is you signing your name, inking your name into the contract. Follow through with it, do something about it. And when you do something about it, bring in others. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Need your help, need your support, let's go. Your circles matter, your environment, it matters. Energy matters. I sign, I'm in. Let's go, come on. I need support, and it's a two-way street. You support me, I support you right back. Energy is contagious. Positive energy, contagious. Negative energy, contagious. Good or bad energy, it's all contagious. So what do you want to surround yourself with? Sounds pretty easy to me. Sounds pretty simple to me. 2 minutes left at this incline. 2 minutes left here. Arms involved. I want you to have your fists sort of clenched, not a death grip. I want you to feel as if you have some change in your hands. Boom, bam, ha. Slight heel to toe with our form. You almost want to slight lean forward as we incline. You want to lean forward just a little bit more. You know, speaking of hiking, I'm a storyteller. For those that have no idea who I am, you have to join E2M and get involved with our community because you hear all sorts of my stories. Many moons ago, I think it was 2018 for this one, we were in Hawaii. And we were climbing this massive set of stairs up to the top of a mountain. Here we go, guys. We got 1 minute left here at 7%. And as we were climbing, I looked over and my sister was like this. Leaned completely over. I don't recommend it. But she says, the momentum and the weight is actually pushing me up the hill. Mindset. It's amazing what you can accomplish. It's amazing what you can do when you shift that mindset. Man, this is hard, but if I lean, that momentum's gonna carry me. What? Is that true? Nah, but mindset. Once you can instill something positive up here in between your two ears, it is amazing. The momentum it will create, the rhythm it'll create in your life. But if you get it up here and you get it deep inside of your head, buckle up, it's a fun journey. 3, 2, and 1. Incline at 8%. Again, slightly lean forward, get those arms involved. We're gonna hold this one for 2 minutes. We're gonna go up to the 9% for 1 minute. We're gonna go all the way up to 10% on this incline. We'll hit that for a minute and then we'll regress. We will regress. You guys have done a fantastic job up until this point, but again, this right here is where we say farewell. This is oftentimes where we surrender, we give up, or we find ourselves distracted, saying, wish I could stay, but I got X, Y, and Z. That's the commitment level you have. But you looked at this video, you saw it was 60 minutes long. Hello. You saw it was 60 minutes long. All right, that's you foreseeing, what am I gonna be doing in 60 minutes? Boom, 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 boom. Planning, being proactive. You see, that's something that we fail to do a lot of times. We fail to be proactive. I know what I'm gonna be doing in 60 minutes. I know what I'm gonna be doing after work today. I know what you have to anticipate time frames and what's gonna hit next and what's gonna happen next. 30 seconds right here, guys. Anticipation's huge. And expectation is big as well, but when expectation doesn't meet standard, don't adjust the standard, adjust the expectation. Just because it takes longer to get to where you want to go, don't adjust your goal, don't adjust your standard, adjust the expectation. Oh, I thought it was going to take 10 days. Maybe it'll take 12, maybe it'll take 20, maybe it'll take 50. 3, 2, and 1. 9% on the incline, boy. We're going to hold this for 1 minute. We're going to hold this for 1 minute. Adjust the expectation. Don't adjust the goal. Don't adjust the standard. Your standard is your standard. Your goal is your goal. Make those personal. Hold on tight to those things. And adjust your expectation. I thought it would take this for this long, and it didn't. Okay. I ain't quitting. I am not giving up now. I've been here too long. I've tried too hard to give up now. Golly, ladies and gentlemen. Golly. Come on now. We have 10 seconds right here. And we're gonna increase up to 10%. 10% is gonna be our pinnacle of the day. That's gonna be the paramount, the tippy top of our incline. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold this for 2 minutes. 2 minutes right here. Come on. Come on. This is giving me flashbacks of that Asian crater. Flashbacks of Hawaii. There's amazing things that you see out there, folks. It's amazing, it's fascinating what we can do in today's world. We can fly across the world, we can boat across the world. I've seen some amazing things. And that's just that open-mindedness, that flex mindset. I thought I'd always be happy with going to one place for spring break every year. Now, Man, if I ain't going big, I feel a sense of unfulfillment. You know, that's what you do for yourself once you start to reach for the stars. Once you've gotten a taste of what that is, or this level is, you don't want to taste down here. It's like when you're eating that A5 burger, A5 steak. Come on now. You don't want an Applebee's steak anymore, right? Or when you go to a 5-class, a Michelin star restaurant, you're not content with Wendy's anymore. Once you taste it, it's hard to go back. And a lot of you are experiencing that right now. You're starting to reach a level of prosperity where you're like, man, I feel great mentally, emotionally, physically, with my health and wellness and my wealth. I don't ever want to go back there. Here we go, guys, 15 seconds and we regress in our incline. Keep those arms moving. Nice and slight, nice and easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 9% on the incline. Here we go. We're gonna decline our incline. We're gonna hold this one for 3 minutes, as a matter of fact, and then it's gonna regress. Regress. We're gonna hit this one for 3 minutes, and then we're gonna take it down to 1 minute increments. So we're gonna fall back on our incline rather quickly. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, as we get closer to our finish line, I always want you to keep in mind, you know, I may say a lot of things that either do or do not align with you, things that you believe or don't believe, things that you're like, wow, that was amazing, or wow, that was really silly. I was gonna say something else, but we'll go with silly. I need you to understand this. This is your journey. Do you, be you. When I sign my book, Prep, Rep, Repeat, when I sign it, I say a lot of times, do you, be you. Be you, do you. And that means take ownership in what you want. I'm riding my bike long distances, great. It's not your goal. I'm writing books, great, that's not your goal. I'm running long distances, great, that's not your goal. My goal is my goal. Yours is yours. So be you and do you. Your destination is your destination. Stay laser focused on what you want to be. I'm 6'3", 207-pound Bradley. Some people call me uncle, some people call me mister, some people call me coach. I'm not you, and you're not me. So let's live our lives. Let's stay laser focused on who we want to be, what we want to be, and where we want to be. Folks, we have 1 minute remaining at the 9% level, and then like I said, we're gonna drop pretty quick. 1 minute increments, all the way down to our final finish line. Come on, 1 minute left, come on. Stay positive. I know it's hard. I know it's a challenge. I'm stride for stride with you. Step for step with, like, this ain't AI, boy. This ain't the AI, boy. This is the real deal. I'm sweating this. These aren't special effects. I don't have that kind of technology. Maybe I do. But this is the real deal. You don't get up there without working for it. You don't get up there without hard work, grit, grind, and determination. Commitment. A lot of people are kind of sort of committed. I want you to be totally committed. I want you to be all in for once. Be all in on day one. Be all in on day one. Be all in on day one. Day one's now. Day one's tomorrow. 3, 2, and 1. 8% on the incline. Day one is every single day that you have the opportunity and you have the chance and you have the shot to get up out of bed and put forth some action. Not everybody has that. Be grateful that you can rise and grind in the morning. Be grateful that you got fresh air. Be grateful that you don't have things going on around your house that you have to worry about. Be grateful for your safety. If you have the means of getting on a treadmill and working out with me, if you have the means to go find some weights, go find a spin bike, if you have those means, be grateful and never take those opportunities for granted. Because someday Someday you're gonna look back and say, man, I was in a better place then than I am now. Wish I would have started then. Happens to the best of us, promise you. So today's the perfect day to start. Today's the perfect day to inspire somebody else to start. So go do that. 3, 2, and 1. 7% on the incline. Today is the prime opportunity to go motivate, encourage, empower somebody else. Let's make it happen. Can you make that happen today? Can you inspire somebody today? Can you empower somebody today? Can you encourage somebody today? There's somebody in your immediate life right now that's in desperation mode, reaching their hand out, waiting for you to respond, waiting for you to reach yours out and pull them out of that dark space. And because we are so in tune with ourselves, we never see it until we see it. Don't wait. Lead through action. Look around, surround yourself with good people. And that person that's in the dumps, that person that's in the corner, that person that's in the darkness, they will see you shining bright. They'll reach out a hand and say, hey, I need you. I want your help. And here's the thing, when you do that, law of attraction. 3, 2, and 1. Law of attraction, I talk about it often. When you put out good positive energy, bam, right there it is. Full circle. The universe will reward you. I heard this story about Tony Robbins, one of my favorite all-time motivational speakers and gurus. He had like $10 in his pocket. I don't remember the exact amount. 10 or 20 bucks in his pocket. And he had saw this individual while he was out trying to do one of his motivational speeches or his development workshops. And the guy's like, hey man, like, I'm in a bad place. I'm in a bad spot in my life. Can you help a brother out? Tony says, here you go. Here's the rest of my money. That's all my money. Here you go, boom. Next week, Tony got a call. Hey, this is the such and such conference. Boom, off like a rocket. 3, 2, and 1. 5% on the incline, 5% on the incline. Here's what a challenge is. Every time we go down on the incline, I want you to increase your speed just a little bit, okay? We have only a handful of minutes left. I think 4 minutes left. For the remainder, 5 minutes left. 4 minutes. 4 or 5. For the remainder of this workout, every time we go down in that incline, I want you to bump your speed up just a little bit. But that's a prime opportunity, prime example. Tony Robbins. It happens to a lot of gurus, a lot of people at the top of their field today. It's because at one point in their lives, they did a selfless act. They paid it forward, and the universe said, hey, you know what? That was sweet. I like that. Here you go. You know, I do a lot of pro bono work, and I do a lot of community service. So, you know, I talk to a lot of kids. Hey, you're lost? I got you, right? 3, 2, and 1. Increase that speed a little bit. You lost, I got you, right? And when I started to do that, probably 2 years after I got out of teaching, because I miss being with the kids, right? I miss being with my kids. And so I started to pour back into kids, pro bono work and stuff, and volunteer work. And when I started to do that, I started to see more opportunity coming my way. Law of attraction. All right, so take that for what it is. Start putting out positive energy in the world. Start putting out positive vibes in the world, and it will full circle come back and bless you or not. All right, and I say not always at the end, because if you're not putting out good energy, you're not going to get blessed. And it's like this really hard like twilight zone to get out of, because when you're in a state of melancholy or sadness or bitterness, it's hard to do anything nice. Right? And then you continue to get knocked down. 3, 2, and 1. 3% on the incline. Let's go up in that speed just a little bit. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. 2 minutes left, folks. 2 minutes remaining. 2 little degresses or regresses in our incline, and we're out of here. You guys have done a fantastic job up until this point. I'm extremely proud of you. But be proud of yourselves. Be proud of yourselves. But to get back to that point, when you're in a state of bitterness or sadness or melancholy, it is hard to, you know, take a step out and do something kind for somebody else when you're in a mode of suffering, right? But again, when you can do something nice, first and foremost, it'll make you feel good. Like, hey, I see you. You need $5? Boom, there you go. That was my last $5. I needed that $5, but here you go. I see you. It fulfills you. And it fills you up a little bit, right? And the more full you can get. 3, 2, and 1. 2% on the incline, boy. Let's see if we can go up in speed a little bit more. You're gonna see those arms pumping just a touch faster. A little bit more pumping like pistons. Bam, 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 bam. All right, match those footsteps. Boom, boom. There we go. The more full you are, more full you are. That didn't make any sense, Brad. Oh yeah, it did. It's just that simple. It's literally that simple. Oh, let's finish this. We got one more incline regress. 1 minute and 25 seconds left. We're moving, we're grooving. Right now, if I'm painting that same image of what I was in the beginning of this workout, climbing the Asian crater, we're just about to come over the knoll. We're about to come up over the crest of that volcano. You ready for this? 3, 2, and 1. 1% incline. 1% incline. Let's go up a little bit in our speed. Keep those, you're doing this safely. All right, I want to preface with that. Make sure you're at least at a safe speed. We got 1 minute left together, folks, and then we'll do a little bit of a cool down. We're coming up on that crest of the volcano. You see, when you talk fulfillment, when you talk prosperous living, when you talk greatness, when you talk success, when you talk happiness, it takes hard work. It takes mental reps, it takes physical reps, it takes steps, it takes time, it takes consistency. That's what we've established here today. We put down the foundation. Don't let today be the day that you peter out. Don't let today be the day that you reach down into your pocket and wave the white flag because something had you knocked down to your knees. Don't let today, maybe tomorrow, maybe yesterday it already happened, but don't let it happen today. 3, 2, and 1. 0% on the incline. Let's slow it down. Let's walk it out nice and easy pace for a minute. For 60 seconds, let's hold this nice and easy pace. Big steps right here. If you need to slow it down even more, if you need to hold on to the side bars, let's get those knees up. What walks like this? Like a raptor or something? Some kind of bird, maybe an ostrich, maybe, I don't know, some kind of emu, something like that. We'll call this the emu walk. Don't let today be the day. Don't lose today. You might lose tomorrow. You might have lost yesterday. Don't lose today. Don't lose this moment. And we can start to create a win streak around the idea and the mindset of not losing today and striving to win today. You're going to see great things happen. You're going to see great things happen. Hey guys, let's stop this treadmill. All right, let's take our left foot. Let's bring it back right here. You're going to feel a slight burn in the boot right there in the left buttocks. Let's get that ankle moving forward. Toes back, toes forward, toes back, toes forward, toes back, toes left, toes right, toes left, toes right, toes forward, toes back. Get that boot stretch. And right here. Let's go right foot or opposite, whichever one you started with. Let's go with the opposite. Right back here. Again, you're gonna feel a little burn in the boot. Nice, hold it. Hold it. Toes forward, toes back, toes forward, toes back, toes forward, toes back, toes forward, toes back, toes left, toes right, toes left, toes right, toes left, toes right, toes forward, toes back, toes forward, toes back. Okay, stretch that boot again. Take our right arm across. You want to hold the stretch anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds, folks. And I know this isn't an extended cool down, but if you need some extra time, go check out some of our other videos. Go check out Nicole Hodges, left over right, and that will be a proper warm up and a proper cool down. We have plenty of content out there, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves with this 60-minute hike. I know I certainly did. I got something out of it physically, mentally, emotionally. Anytime I can get on the screen with you fine people, it fills my cup, and I truly feel fulfilled when I get out. That's a lot of F's. I fully feel fulfilled when I'm fed by you guys. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and if you got something out of it, share it with a friend, and I'll see you soon.